guys. Shitty DC. I don't know who won or who lost.
They haven't fought yet. This is now starting.
Sorry guys, give me a minute. Oh, I'm still live. Excellent. I'm just trying to adjust everything here. Let's go back over here. Got a couple things to take care of because of that little disconnect. Give me 1 second. I'll go back to shoutcasting that. Oh, the stream didn't drop. I'm very surprised about that. Rogue over here versus Sorrow. Sorrow's in a little bit of trouble here, but he backs out. He actually gets the stealth over here, creating a little bit of distance. Rogue Spectre is hot on his heels, but he's got to kind of estimate where he is. But Sorrow actually makes him pay, getting huge damage with a good immob and a nice stun. And he comes in for the finishing cleave over here. Let's take another look at that. That was super impressive. One of the better Deadeyes in A, that's for sure. Always entertaining to watch him. Now we have Cameron versus Cotton Mather over here. Cameron I haven't seen in a lot of my tourneys recently. Usually plays that core Ellie. Very strong core Ellie. He dominated a lot of the times when he was in his 1v1s, minimum getting to the semifinals every time he participated. So this is going to be a pleasure to see him back. I don't know how he's, if he's been practicing or if he's got that ring rust as well. But we're about to find out. Here comes Weaves, here comes Sorrow. Not Sorrow, I don't believe. It's Cotton. Yeah, there we go. So let's take a look at see if these are the guys that I want in here. This is Cameron. Yeah, we're going to be watching him. He's actually playing Weaver on this one. Probably a Fire Weaver. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, probably. Balthazar with Sage Amulet, Sword Focus. He's over here. Yeah, Fire, Arcane, and Weaver. Your classic Weaver. They are very strong. I don't see as many of them anymore. I'm not sure why, but at the beginning, right around the 1v1 tourney number 25, I'm at 75 at the moment. So right around 1v1 number 25, I saw a lot of them frequently for like 10 tourneys in a row. And then after that, they started to just drop off. I didn't see much. I guess the enjoyment of it wasn't that high. I'm not sure. Or other classes started to get a little stronger or outperform them. We got Divinity over here with Marauder, Great Sword. We saw a 2-nose in the first one already. I'm very curious to see how this one ends up turning out. A lot of pressure coming out. A 2-nose is in a little bit of trouble, and this is what you have to do to the Ellies. You got to keep that pressure onto them, forcing them just to cast as much as they can, but at the same time they can't get too aggressive. They are kind of squishy if caught off guard. Nice stun coming out. He actually uses a Twist of Fate to get out of that one, mitigating a lot of that damage. He doesn't have any more Twist of Fates. That was his last one to use. Going back into Earth and Water. He's just keeping that pressure, cleaving away with that Great Sword, just trying to keep that pressure up onto him. Now he's actually getting countered quite hard. He's got to back out a bit. Good kite ability coming out of Weaves. And this is what you see a lot of the time from Druids. They can just make a huge gap between their opponent very instantaneously. And like I've always said before, W is probably your best utility to mitigate damage, and that's exactly what he did there. Good counter, nice worldly impact coming out from him, finishes him off with the barrage. Really impressive stuff coming out of him. Yeah, it was actually Cameron that gets eliminated from this one. Thank you so much, Cameron, for coming. Let me send him some mail over here. I owe you 5 gold, sir. Our next match coming up is Glitch versus Brackish. Glitch versus Brackish. Cotton Mather doing really well. He was actually in the bracket because most of the people got buys, and to create the challenge to get quarterfinals and semifinals to look proper and get the right amount of teams, it kind of gives a lot of people buys and sets up the matches. But Cotton Mather actually was unfortunate and had to do another match at the beginning. But he's done well in both of them, really dominating, shining really well. And like I'm not sure if I've seen him before versus Brackish. What is this? What's going on here? This is Glitch Lich. Okay, they already know. Okay, Brackish. Okay, perfect. That's really sweet, guys. So they're obviously focusing on the bracket and knows what's going on. What is this? This is Core Necro. Core. No, it's not Condi Mirage. So I'm happy with this. Core Mirage. Core Mesmer can be Condi. I'm not too worried about that. Thanks for coming. Atunos, thank you so much. Elin over here trying to get the big stun onto him. Princess does have a little bit of an advantage. I'm not sure what kind of a core guard he's running. Looks like a classic. Oh, he's going a little more bunky with No, a little more vitality, I would assume. Radiance, Valor, and Zeal. Very interesting build coming out of him. Got the Shield of Absorption. He's in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't have any more ports. He does have the big leap coming from his greatsword. Elin creating a little more distance, getting the high ground. This could be useful for him, especially if he abuses these no port spots. So it's a big engagement for Guardians, just being able to port onto their opponent by surprise, just catching them off guard, getting a couple of like those extra fractions of a second to get a quick move or two off, really can make the difference. So using those no ports in this map would be crucial. Nice big stun coming out from Elin, just trying to keep the pressure on him. We got 50 seconds left in this map. I didn't expect it to go this far, especially considering these type of opponent. Oh, big damage on him. Eli's in a little bit of trouble. He's trying to kite away, doing a really good job. Princess does use the sword too. Gets the Shield of Absorption, get the knockback, but creates a little more distance, giving Eli a chance and an opportunity to back out, keep the pressure up onto Princess. He's in trouble. He ends up going down. Nice job coming out from Eli over here. Princess Gazina, I'm going to send you your gold. Thank you so much for coming. I really do appreciate that. That's Glitch. Going into our next match, guys, that's Brapich that moves forward into this tournament. He actually enters into the quarterfinals. Next, it's going to be Kodo versus Lights. Kodo's another strong Revenant that we've been seeing quite frequently in our tournaments as well. I've seen him a lot, and I'm really happy to see him. He brings a nice tier to this. Kodo versus Lights. This is our next match coming up. So far, we haven't been giving any buys, I don't think, and I think everybody that's been signed up has showed up, or the ones that I have roster checked. It looks good so far. Little Torment should be Lights over here. Yeah, that's Lights. This should be Kodo. I remember the name. And I believe Kodo is your standard power, Devastation, Invocation, and Herald, Sword, Staff, Leadership, and Marauder. Let's take a look at Little Torment. Now, Core Necro has been really starting to shine, especially since Scourge has been just a little bit nerfed there. Well, more than a little bit. It was suppressive for a long time. It was about to. Staff, Scepter, Warhorn, Rabbit Amulet, interesting, Rune of the Undead, Curses, Spite, and Soul Reaping. He's trying to close the gap on him. I'm not sure where ASDF is hiding. He's hiding way back over there. He's not trying to engage him yet. That's the thing with Revenant as well, especially Power Revenant. They're very susceptible to that Condy damage. If they can use their heal during the biggest peak of their Condy damage, that could be very beneficial for them, resetting the fight. But if that's not used properly, they don't have much in the way of Condy clear, so this could be dangerous, especially with the CC chain that's going to most likely be coming out of the fears from the Necro. But here we go, they're about to start their match. I'll post the brackets for you guys one more time. Oops, what did I just do here? Copy this, paste this. There we go, guys. There's the brackets for you. Now, Kodo's just trying to bait him out a bit, using that big AoE, and that AoE does a lot of damage. You can really control the terrain or stop an enemy in his path, kind of making him second guess on if he wants to take that damage or waste a cooldown and trying to get through it. Backing up, he's just trying to bait him over here. He's giving him a lot of respect. Ports right back up. Just like I said, tried to get the Shackling Wave, and I think he did manage to land that. He's going for his heal, not yet. He's still holding on to it. That was a good play by Kodo on that one, trying to keep the heavy pressure onto Little Torment. He took big damage, but he was able to get a big heal. He's trying to counter with some Condy pressure. But good job by Kodo, just kind of kiting away, making sure he's staying out of range, coming back in when he needs to, kind of forcing him or baiting him into using that Shroud. He doesn't have too much dangerous Condy on him. Weakness can be annoying, especially if he's trying to put that power up. He's getting kind of low. He can be caught over here. Little Torment wants to be able to have him very visible, create that distance, drop a bunch of marks. I believe he's running with Staff as well. Yes, he is running with Staff, so this is what he wants to do. He's kind of re-upping over here. We got 30 seconds now. This is where things start to get a little more dicey. And as I mentioned, it's a game 1 elimination until semifinals. Good port coming out from good taunt over there by Little Torment, making sure he can see that and notice the incoming port and was able to dodge out. try to get a little bit of counter pressure. He does have a lot of shroud left, a decent amount. Sword 3 all over him right now. Kota just trying to get through that shroud. After that, he doesn't have much left. Spectral armor pop, but it just wasn't enough. Really good combo coming out from Cordo. Let's take another look at that, guys. It was really good play coming out from Cordo. A little torment, nice counter pressure, good back and forth gameplay. Very, very exciting. I enjoyed that one. It's actually Kodo that moves forward into the quarterfinals. Once you get into the quarterfinals, it's 10 gold that's going to be awarded to you. Now we have Hot Boy versus Sammy Sam. Hot Boy. Alright, Hot Boy and Sammy Sam. I don't think I've ever seen any of these in my tournaments, so I'm excited to see how they do. Here, this Hot Boy. I don't know where Sammy Sam is. If he's not here, I will use a replacement. Dark Moon is here, I know that. Alex, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Do you want to just still play your match, and I'll use Control Freak to take Sammy Sam's spot?
Since Norbo says yes, I'm here. I don't know if that's what you're looking for.
Oh, Norbo, are you there? That's Dark Moon. No, Dark Moon. Okay, Dark Moon. Do you want to, Alex, or do you want to?
No, you can go ahead. No, go ahead. Let somebody else play.
Okay, Dark Moon, you can take his spot, and I'll keep my position. Or no, yeah, do that. Norbo, you'll take Sammy's spot. So this is what we'll do, guys. Norbo, you take Sammy's spot. Nice, nice, perfect. So if you see into the brackets, guys, Sammy is not Sammy anymore. It's actually Dark Moon. Dark Moon, man. Here we go. I believe. Oh, what's he running? Let me just make sure it's not Kandi Mirage. No, he's going. Wound of Leadership with the Berserker Amulet. Sword with Pistol. Going for that big D. Dueling Chaos and Mirage. Norbo. What is he running over here? Looks like your classic Guardian. They're going Kandi, actually. Burn Core Guard. These can be dangerous if you can stack up those Kandis. Get them to bait out a lot of their cleanses. And good job forcing those auto attacks. Big damage coming out from Luna Danu. And as I mentioned, I don't think I've seen these guys in my tournaments. Very good to see brand new people. I always get at least 2 to 4 new guys per tournament. And it's very, very exciting, especially after they send me mail. They had a great time and I want to come back. And that's what we're trying to do here. Create a really good community, friendly and competitive at the same time. I have Orbo going down. That's Luna Duna. Let's take a look at that replay over here. Mirage doing quite well. You can do it, Mirage. That was, who was that? Luna Duna? You're Norbo. Yeah, Sammy Sam that lost. That's Hot Boy that moves forward. So Norbo, I can send you the 5 gold just for entering, sir. Thank you so much. Now we're going to be moving over to Alex and Afton. It's Alex and Afton now, guys.
Well, Control Freak's taking my spot. But...
Oh yeah. Control versus Afton. Let's take a quick look at Sasuke over here. He's running Reaper with Demolisher, Axe, Shield, and Greatsword. This is your classic. And like I mentioned, guys, we've been seeing a lot of this tactics. Core Warrior, really strong. Take a look at Gip, another strong contender. Deadly Arts, Trickery with Daredevil. He's running Scavenging, Carry-On Amulet, Sword with Dagger, and Short Bow. Alright, guys, we gotta play some battle music. I need battle music. That's enough out of this. Let's close that out. Give me the battle music. Alright. I don't think they started yet. No, I still have time to get the battle music. Here we go. He's got the back. Battle music has begun. So Sasuke over here, he's not. It's gonna be tough for him, but yeah, at the same time, like I said, tactics is very anti-Kandi, so it's gonna be just a battle of wits and attrition over here, trying to bait your opponent, trying to catch the Thief off guard, trying to get that big CC, the good Arcane Slicer, the good Whirlwind combo. At the same time, Gip has just got to go in and out, get him to use a lot of his cleansing, like his shouts over here. Nice Bull's Charge. I think that was, yeah, he tried to get the Bull's Charge, but it was a good evade from Gip. Trying to get on those no port, not necessarily the no port, but just trying to create that obstruction. Warriors don't have much in the way of leaps. A lot of their stuff is linear, like you see the rushes, the Bull's Charge, the Whirlwind. There's no leap in there, so if he can abuse that obstructions as much as he can avoid a lot of big damage. It's just kind of giving him his space, respecting him. He doesn't want to stand toe-to-toe with a warrior. Here he comes. That's exactly what he was waiting for. The big CC. Then the big damage coming out. He's able to get the Arcane Slice with the 100 blades. Gibbs is trying to run back, and now he has resustained slightly, but he's gone through a lot of his utility. Perfect time for the Rampage, which he does execute. Very good job by Sasuke on that one. Ooh, Lord Sasuke. Have mercy on my soul. Sasuke, I believe, is Afton. I owe Alex 5 gold. Oh no, Control Freak, I believe.
Control Freak, yeah.
So now we have me versus Lord of Nonsense. Your shoutcaster is taking part in the arena. Lord of Nonsense versus Mike. Alright guys, let's see what he's got. Put up your dukes. Put up the fisticuffs, man. Alright, I'm ready, boss. Oh, he's running Hollow Smith. This is going to be super difficult for me. But I got the music behind me. Here we go. I know he's running probably their classic Tools Hollow. I'm running Great Sword with Sword Focus. This is my new look too, guys. Ooh. My master told me to change my look, something that will instill fear into my enemies and respect from my my comrades. So I'm working on something. I don't know what yet. If it's gonna be good, I have to wait for my master to give me the sign of approval. So I'm trying to get him with that. Watch out! I didn't get him with that. You gotta be careful with that overcharge and that shockwave. LOS. Yes. Ah, fat fingered my elite like a douche. In big trouble here, little China. Gotta try to draw him in a bit. He's low. I should have taken that opportunity to strike. I failed. Oh, I did get out of combat though. That's kind of unfortunate for him. Big shockwave, big knockdown, great combo. Kinetic energy or kinetic discharge right on top of it. He ends up getting the win, throwing me around like a little rag doll. This Lord of Nonsense that moves forward. Ah, I get 5 gold. So now we're moving into our quarterfinals. It's Master Slayer versus Shiro. This should be a good match. Master Slayer has been cruising through his matches so far, doing a really good job. He's one to watch. I haven't seen him in my tournaments in the past, so he's another diamond in the rough. I've been finding a lot of these guys. They've been getting lured and attracted like flies to honey, or bees to honey, whatever the saying is. There's iChrist. This is our man over here, Master Slayer. Yeah, in Zoro Dragonfall, he's running on his Deadeye. He's a very good contender. He usually gets the semifinals. A Master Slayer now gets his first real good contention over here. Let's see if he has the grit to get farther in these tournaments. These are like our gatekeepers for the NA tournaments. If you can pass here, you're on a good path. And if not, please come try again. So here we go. So we're going up for the high ground right away. And Cry is doing a really smart tactic. You'll see this a lot against the Deadeyes especially. Just trying to put them in a smaller enclosure. Try to like kind of hold them in a position so they can get their symbols to do some damage. Forcing them to stay in a confined area. And this is probably the smartest thing that iChrist can do, especially considering this map. It's got a lot of advantages to coming in the way of the Deadeye, the long tunnel vision. The top tiers with the low, big exposed area, he can really take full advantage of that. iCry is still using that to his advantage. He's got 1:15, and this is not cheesy. This is just smart tactics. He knows this is a one-game elimination. He has come very, very far. If he gets through this, he gets into the semifinals where he can actually adjust to his opponent a little bit. Just backing out. And this is like tactic that I've seen a lot of the times, especially when I see players like Clown enter into the tournament. And you'll see if the person's attrition, if they take to the hazing of the crowd saying, "Oh, fun match, boo, boo." Sometimes the pressure will be too much and they'll be forced out of their hiding. But those guys with the strong will know the tactic to win the game is to always have LOS. So trying to create that distance and trying to draw him into the open a little bit, pulling him away from that LOS. Good job by iPrize, knowing that he's going to be coming at him. He's just got to try to get some sort of LOS or obstruction always beside him so he can just cut that damage out. Now we got 20 seconds left over here. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it. He's just trying to cut. He's in a bad spot over here. Zoro gets the big knockdown over there. He's trying to sustain. He can port back up. Let's take a look at Prizes over here. He's got no more mantras. He's gone through a lot of his defensive tombs. He does have the Shield of Wrath. He's trying to get his mantra to proc. Zoro's got a really good advantage over here. There's 0 seconds, no more healing. He ends up getting the down. Really good job coming out of Zoro. Let's move on to our next match. That's actually Master Slayer. Sorry, buddy. You actually get 10 gold for participating in this tournament, sir. Thank you so much for coming. I do appreciate it. Our next match is Cotton Mather and Brappish. So Cotton Mather versus Brappish, guys. That's Shiro that moves forward into the semifinals, securing himself a minimum of 15 gold and starting to enter into the Game 3 series. So let me let these guys know. Brappish versus... Was it Cotton Mather? Yeah, I believe it's Cotton Mather. Sorry about that. This is the high DPS Mirage running that Berserker. He did really good in his match previously. It's the sword with a pistol. Dueling Chaos and Mirage. We got Elin over here running Dueling Chaos and Illusions. Sword with Torch, Scepter, and Pistol. Adventure with Carry-On Amulet. Let them know ready, guys. Might as well solicit you guys, if you like this type of content, click that follow, click that subscribe. I put out one tournament every single day, or one event every single day. If you look below, you'll see my schedule. And as well, this is the Discord if you'd like to join. In case you're not in game, you want to keep up to date with what event I'm doing that day, or if you just want to hang out with us in the chat channel, shoot the shit, do some unranked, maybe practice some ranked. So here we go. They have game started. Game in 9 seconds. I'm not sure who I would favor. Weaves. I'm not sure what's happening here. Okay, I think I'm. Yeah, I think these are the same guys. Okay. Gets that big worldly impact, big damage onto Elin. Caught him by surprise over here. Really able to capitalize on that little window of opportunity, chunking him a lot, making him much more defensive. He's not able to be as aggressive anymore. He's got to be careful here, trying to get some damage from his clones to come out. Weave's trying to back out, waiting a little bit for his utility skills to come back up so he can repressure some more, but Elin's already really low, using his sword in bone. Backing out here, let's take a look at Elin's cooldowns. He does have the blink that just has come up. His mass invis has been used. Heal about to come up in a couple seconds. Weave is taking a lot of critical damage. Good port coming out of Elin. This is going to be tight. Really good exchange coming out from both of them. He gets the big worldly impact, but no, he's actually stunned in the worldly impact. Not able to get that down. He goes into invis. Really smart play coming up from Elin over here. Ooh, I thought that was the end of it when I saw the worldly impact animation coming up. Tries to get the big damage onto him. Good block coming out of Weaves, mitigating a lot of that and making him waste a lot of his big damage. Ports all the way back. We got 35 seconds. Really action-packed match so far. He's got a little bit of the advantage, drops the barrage, trying to get that cripple onto him. The pet actually gets the stun on Elam. This could be huge over here. Waves coming back in. Pet doing big damage, trying to get that big CC, worldly impact with the barrage right after. Really, really nice stuff coming out of Weaves. It's Elan that doesn't move forward, but I believe this is the semifinals. Yeah, this is the quarterfinals. So it's 10 gold for you, sir. Cotton Mather that moves forward. Next up is actually, it's actually the quarterfinals. Next up is Kodo versus Hot Boy. Kodo versus Hot Boy. Let me just let them know, guys. Kodo versus Hot Boy. Alright. This is Hot Boy. This is Mad Cane. I'm not sure who that is. That's not who I wanted. This is Kodo over here. Yep, perfect. This is who I wanted. He's on that power rev. Staff, sword, staff. Rune of the leadership with Marauder. Devastation, Invocation, and Herald. Let's take a quick look at Luna Danu. Dueling Chaos and Mirage. Running over here, sword with step pistol. The sword will really transfer over to this side. Leadership and Berserker. This should be a really good match. Luna Danu has been doing good. He's not a lot of Condi. The Rev does have a lot of ports, so he can kind of keep up to him when he kind of tries to use his own jaunts or his own ports to get away. And this is what I mean. Even the staff, he's able to travel very quickly, close that distance, but good damage over here coming out from Kodo. Trying to counter on him with his Luna. Waiting for him, dropping the AoE, trying to contest onto the stairwell, but he actually ports up onto him. Good exchange, good block. The distortion has already been used here. He uses the jaunt to create a little more distance. Confusing the Kodo just a little bit. Waiting for an opening to really put the damage down. Sword 3 to mitigate and pressure onto Luna. Tries to get at the Shackling Wave. Doesn't connect. Good exchange from both of them. Nice kite ability from Luna. Coming back in for the re-engage. He's got to be careful for that heal now. There it is. I believe he's just procced it. Backing out now. Waiting for that heal to go away. Coming back in for the re-pressure. Coming in with that sword 3, trying to get that pressure, but he's able to mitigate that. The Shackling Wave as well doesn't connect. Kodo's in a little bit of trouble. Mather's doing a really good job. 45 seconds left in this match mechanic so far. Good action coming out of both these contestants. Nice back and forth. Luna getting the better of the exchanges right here. Kodo kind of waiting for his heal. He's got about 3 seconds left on it. Is he able to get it, or can Luna get the down? Going for the Mass Invis, does proc it. He gets the heal. Worst timing. Really good timing for Kodo on that one. Luna's in big trouble over here. Really, really well executed heal on that one by Kodo. That was a good back and forth match. That could have gone either way. Really, really thank you guys for that. That was very entertaining to watch. Luna Danu does not move forward, unfortunately, but you still get 10 gold. You are in the quarterfinals. That was Kodo that moves forward. Good job for you. This is the last game in our quarterfinals, guys. Then we're going to be moving to a game of 3. This is Afton versus Lord of Nonsense. Afton versus Lord of Nonsense. I'm going to let them know. Once again, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming out and supporting us. It makes it more entertaining for the people participating in the tournament, knowing they have a crowd. So I really do appreciate it, man. Without your support and without your love, I wouldn't be doing these and continuing to do these. Really, really helpful. I think Sasuke's running that core warrior, tactics, exactly. Discipline with strength. Axe, shield, great sword, soldier, and demolisher. Lord of Failure is running that. Yeah, Tools Hollow on this one. A rifle. I wasn't able to look at his build exactly last time because he was fighting me, but you can tell when you fight him what he's going to be. I'll let them know ready up when ready. I'm going to take this moment to use the loo, guys. I'll be back in one moment. Alright guys, here we go. They're starting their first match here. Lord of Failure kind of just controlling the high ground here. Yes, it does have the advantage considering he is rifle. And Sasuke has virtually no range aside from maybe his Trailblaze. I believe he's running Axe as well, so he has the Axe throw, but that's about it when it comes to range for Sasuke. Tries to get that Shockwave, nice. He's able to dodge through that. He has already expired through his Bull's Charge. Lord of Failure kind of backing out. Good, I would say this is a pretty good Rampage. I don't know if Lord of Failure has forced his Elixir S. So Elixir S has been forced, and he's already in Rampage. Unfortunate for Sasuke, he does fall off, creating a lot of time for Lord of Failure to try to just wait out that Rampage. Now it's gonna, ooh, this is a really tight situation. Lord of Failure is starting to get a lot of his cooldowns. Elixir U has been returned to him. Sasuke just sitting on that no port. Lord of Failure doesn't have much no port. Nice Bull's Charge over there. He's not able to keep that connect. Gets the Photon Wall with the Shockwave. Good burst down on by Lord Failure over here. Sasuke's in trouble. He's sitting at 75. Oof. Really good job by Lord of Nonsense on that one. Moving on. That was our last match in the quarterfinals, I believe. Yeah, that was the last match in the quarterfinals. Sasuke does not move forward. This is 10 gold for you for making it to the quarterfinals. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, Shiro versus Cotton Mather. This is a best of 3 semifinals now, guys. Best of 3 semifinals. I'm going to let him know. Hey, thank you for that, sir. Best of 3 semifinals. Cotton versus Shiro. Who was that? Shadow the Legend Myth, thank you for the follow. I really do appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. This is going to be a good match, I'm sure of it. The Druid has been doing really well. This is a best of 3 series now, and as I mentioned, you cannot change your class and you cannot change your 3 specs, but you can change all your traits, your utilities, your weapons, your runes, your sigils. So this game 3 really starts to test how well you can compensate for your enemy and what they're running within the bounds. So it always makes for good play, and it also gives you a little bit of a chance if you think you're a little counterplayed. There's a little more you can turn to be in your favor. Here we go. This is game 1 of our best of 3 series. The loser gets 15 gold. The winner moves on into the finals. We run these systems with the AT system. Yeah, hey Michael, you didn't allow Condi Mirage and Thief last 1v1 he's still not allowed. Thief is allowed, but Condi Mirage is the only banned spec that is in that I ban in any of my tournaments. Everything else is allowed to be used. Tries to get that Worldly Impact, doesn't connect on it. Soro just kind of waiting and biding his time, looking for his window of opportunity. Good over there, just creating that distance, trying to get the elbow of the stairs over here can really create a nuisance for his enemy or his opponent trying to get that damage onto him. He can play inside that LOS. Just kind of waiting for each other to engage. It's going to be slow, but when they do engage, it's going to be big. As you can see, the big damage, chunking half his health. He's using his evade heal to back out. And once again, just trying to bait Weaves. He's got to be careful here at the same time. Big barrage coming out for Weaves. Gets him in the pushback as well. The point blank shot. Very nice job. Now, there you go. As I was mentioning, the shoulder of that, the stairs over there, just by using that W and coming down a little bit, he just easily mitigated for 4K damage, in my opinion. Those were big shots coming out from Soro, and he just clipped the bottom of the stairs. Really good play by Weaves on that one. Gets him in that stun, but he's able to block most of that damage. Soro's really putting on the pressure now, though he's getting the better of the exchanges. He's fully healed up, just dancing around him in stealth. Tries to get that big burst. Weaves closes the gap, just staying in front of his face, trying to keep pressure on him so he doesn't allow him. Big stun coming out from Soro, and that's game 1 that goes to Soro. I'm gonna let him know it's a best of 3 semifinals. A really good job on that one. Let's see that replay one more time. Once again, guys, thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for the follows. I really do appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do these every day. Yesterday was a really sweet 2v2. I believe we had like over 16 teams participating in them. Really fun. Everybody worked well together. And that's the main thing. That's the biggest trouble I have in most of my tournaments is just making sure that everybody's in there. All the teams are ready. And when I call you out, you end up going. And there's rarely any trolls. Everybody really works together. You got a real sense of community when I'm in there Obviously, there's a little bit of shit talk, but that's normal in competition. If you're not shit talking, you're not trying hard enough. And I'm not saying super bad shit talking, just fun bantering. So it's best of 3. Here we go. Soro enters again. And once again, I've also seen Soro versus Clown in the semifinals as well. Soro actually taking the win. So that gives you a little idea of how well or proficient he is with the Deadeye class. Very, very difficult to catch this Deadeye. But when you do, they are squishy. Weaves has got his work cut out for him. As I mentioned, this is a best of 3 series. He tries to get that big damage. Good mitigation by Weaves. That sword, boy, I tell you what. Blocking that type of damage. He's in a little bit of trouble. Tries to get worldly impact just out of desperation. Trying to keep him away from him. Big engage by Sora over here. He gets caught a little bit. Just creating that distance. Biding his time. Smart play by him on that side. Weaves got a little bit of advantage. It kind of goes both ways. Weaves doesn't have as much single point damage as Soro, so I don't know if he wants to play in that hallway as much as... But we're about to find out. Soro just sitting on that no port. Weaves just trying to create that distance. Good return. Getting big damage on Soro. Just trying to keep the pressure and keeping him honest, you know, making sure that he doesn't just do whatever he pleases with no worry. Punishing him for any little mistake or exposing himself for too long is very important. Oh, good bait on that one. Nice taunt from the pet. He's able to try to get that worldly impact. Big damage on Soro. He's getting really low. Weaves doesn't see him yet. He does notice. He's got to take advantage of this and close in on him. He ends up getting him with the barrage. Really good job. Really good job coming up from them. Nice duel coming up from both of them. We're going into a game 3, and this is what you would expect when the Queen starts rising. This is a semifinals best of 3 series. They're both duking it out, giving us a great show so far. Kudos to both of you guys. Thanks. I really enjoy these type of fights. Really good countering, really good sustain, just waiting for their cooldowns, and the other enemy is just trying to get him down. He's at like 15%, using everything he has, then he turns around with the counter pressure. Really nice stuff. Really nice stuff. Hey, what happened to my music? Yes, I'm still here, YouTube. Then we need epic gaming music. So here we go into game 1, or game 3 actually. Then we're going to be moving on to our next semifinals, which is Kodo versus Lord of Nonsense, the Hollow versus the Revenant. Dude, that's going to be a good match. I think they both bring us something to the table that can counter each other quite well. Oof, big barrage coming out from Weave, big rapid fire, dropping the barrage just around him. Good play coming out from him, making sure that Soro doesn't come in nilly-willy without any consequence for trying to get into the melee range. Soro really abusing terrain on this one. Good positioning from him. Weave's trying to close the gap. Ooh, nice dodge coming out of the ball. Block immediately. Trying to keep the pressure up onto Soro. Not allowing him to position too well. Making him change spots every single time and trying to catch him in the transition. Good shots. Nice use of LOS on that one. This map is all about terrain. How well you use it. Nice damage coming out from Soro. And that came up from that leap. As soon as he leaped up above that obstruction, he was able to pop him once or twice, and that's all he really needed. Good pressure from Soro. Maybe we'll be able to catch that in the replay. That was really, really good. So Weaves, you get 15 gold. Thank you so much for entering. I really do appreciate it, man. Solid performance. Good content. Thank you, sir. Now we're going to move on to Kodo versus Lord of Nonsense? Yeah, Lord of Nonsense. This is going to be a good match as well. Lord of Nonsense has been playing Hollow Smith for quite some time. Then after a while, you just kind of get this muscle memory, you know. You don't even have to think too much or look down to your skills. You kind of have a general idea of when they're going to come on cooldown, and you just flow a lot better, and you can anticipate situations and react to situations better, especially based on muscle memory. So, like I said, he's been playing this for a while, and Kodo on this class does very well. He's played I think he's played a couple classes, but he's been in my tournaments very frequently in the last couple weeks, doing very well, always pushing to the semifinals no matter. I believe he may have won one of my tournaments. I'm not sure yet. This could be the day though. Let's take a quick look at his build. Sword, Staff, Leadership, Marauder. Devastation, Invocation, and Herald. He tries to pour right on top of him. He is in staff. The Shackling Wave is there. Nice dodge. Goes into the Sword 3. Trying to get that pressure onto Lord of Nonsense. Has Lord of Nonsense. He hasn't used his turret yet, but I'm sure he's going to proc it right here. There he goes. Trying to proc it and combo inside of it as much as he can. Tops himself way back up. That's the thing with Hollow Smiths as well, man. Their resustain is immaculate. Nice sword poured onto him, trying to keep the pressure. He goes into the Elixir S, and now this is a good positioning over here for ASDF. Kodo, he has forced the Elixir S. He's got no more oh shit button. He still does have his heal. There it is with the heal. He's able to keep the pressure on Lord of Failure, and Lord of Failure knows he can. Good dodge roll. Tries to get the Glen Elite, but he's able to block it. Gets back with the jump shot. Really good exchange coming out of both of these competitors. And this is what I like to see. You know, they go in for that big clash, and then they back out, kind of take a breather or two, get their cooldowns back, and then bam, a big clash again. That was a good exchange coming out from both of them. Really, really nice play. Fun to see this stuff. Another semifinals game, man. This one's going to toe-to-toe. Really, really, really good. Tries to drop that AoE down to create that pressure. He's re-countering on top of him. Jump shots to get away from him. Good job. Kodo able to keep the pressure. Lord of Failure in a little bit of trouble. He's trying to back out. He's got his healing turret coming right back up. He does have a lot of his utility skills as well. There's the Photon Wall. Trying to just come in and pressure him, force him to use a couple of his damage mitigators. So the next time he comes in for the real damage, he can actually get some pressure down. We got 20 seconds left on the cooldowns. This is where you got to start thinking about your utility skills, what you have available to you, making sure you get all your heals off. Right around the 6-second mark is where you want to put that big damage. Lord of Failure's in a little bit of trouble. That's huge, forcing that Elixir S, but I'm not sure if Kodo is going to be able to get that heal off. He's got to proc it right now. He's got no more time left. The heal does go off. The little bit of healing he does get is going to be huge. Getting that big sword damage onto him. Lord of Failure's in big trouble. Good combo over here. He ends up getting the down. Really good job over here. Really, really good. I enjoyed that. Let's see that replay one more time. This is best of 3, so that's game 1 already. This is our last match in our semifinals. Then we're going to be moving into the finals. 15 gold for the loser in this one, guys. Once again, thank you so much for coming. If you like this stuff, click that follow, click that subscribe. I do these every single day. Take a look at my highlights videos, and you'll see all the tournaments that I do. My schedule is down below. I do 2 1v1s a week, 2 2v2s, a Fashion Wars, and a Viewer's Choice with some World v World sprinkled in there. As well, the Discord. I highly recommend that you guys join it, and I would appreciate it. This way you can keep track of all the events that I do on a daily without having to actually log into the game. Donation, thank you so much. I cannot do these without your guys' help. I really do appreciate that. There's another donation on the other side over there, but I'm going to watch it right after this match. Lord of Failure over here trying to keep the pressure, trying to get some shockwave on him, but just using that W key. I'm a big advocate of that W, man. Save a lot of utility, avoid a lot of damage. Just W yourself to victory. Tries to get that blunderbuss on him and tries to get the kinetic discharge as well, or the static discharge. Goes into the Elixir S. Like I said, that AoE can really control positioning, and it does a lot of damage if you stand in it. It's not something you want to stand in it, and it's very intimidating to a lot of players who know what it is. It demands respect. Lord of Failure trying to come back in for it. Kodo tries to get the Shackling Wave, but the range was just a little off on that one. He did get the Photon Wall, or force the Photon Wall out of him. He did go through a lot of his major burst. Good exchange, halfway through the map mechanic, or halfway through the round. Perfect healing on that one. He was coming in with the Photon Blitz and the Photon Leap. Good damage. ASDF just has support on him. Let's see if he's got it. No, he's still not, doesn't have it. A couple seconds here. He's going to be trying to close the gap with the Sword 3. He's already resustained with that healing turret. He does, like I mentioned, you comboing in that healing turret with the jump shot or the shockwave or your hollow lead. These are all like 1.5 to 2k ticks of health every time you combo. Let's take a quick look at that. Thanks, Mike. No problem at all. Always. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it, man. You guys make this possible. Going for that big port onto him. We've got 20 seconds left. This might be going to the map mechanic. And as I mentioned, your skills and using your heals just before that. Kodo's in a little bit of a sticky situation. Is this going to go to a game 3? Lord of Failure is doing really well on health. He's lost a little bit of that positioning. Tries to get that Glint Elite. Goes into the Elixir S. Shackling Wave just timed off just a little bit. He did dodge roll right out of the Elixir S. Kodo trying to get that big damage on him. Really close to him to help. Oh, and he gets it down. Really, really impressive performance coming out of Kodo on that one. Very, very entertaining. That's Lord of Failure, who ends up getting 15 gold. Moving on to the finals match over here, guys. Ooh, Kodo versus Shiro, I believe. Cotton Mather got that. Shiro won that one. We're going to look at Kodo got that one in a 2-1 series in a semifinals. Really impressive stuff, guys. Let's take a quick look at our brackets one more time. We had a lot of competitors in this one. I've actually started to change the system just a little bit because of the amount of competitors. I end up doing a best of 1 series all the way until the semifinals. And semifinals is best of 3. We see the creme de la creme. Really give them a chance. Lord of Failure, thank you so much. Oh, he actually returned the gold that I sent to him. Thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the dono return. I really do appreciate that, guys. So now we got Lord of Failure. No, I don't believe it's Lord of Failure. No, it's Kodo. That was game 3, I think. I think that was, there's no game 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I believe that was it. Let me go back to the match here. Now Kodo wins. We'll make it simple, guys. Okay, he wants to go again. Okay. So here we go. They're actually redoing one of their fights. I'm not sure what they were discussing, but it was actually the 2 participants who agreed to rematch. So I can't deny that. If they want to do a rematch, that's perfectly fine and within their rights if they choose to do that. If they both agree. There was a little bit of a desync issue or something of that nature. It's 1-0 Kodo on this one. Lord of Failure coming out really, really strong. Just given that little moment of opportunity, he's taking full advantage of it. Kodo does get that heal. Lord of Failure does a really good job of not attacking him, but at the same time, you have to really take the unrelent on your, or take off some of your pressure. This way, Kodo has a lot of opening. He's able to attack free will without getting any damage. Ooh, big damage. Big hollow leap coming out from Lord of Failure. He's forced to use that Elixir S. The Sword 3 is just a little bit ill-timed. He's got that Photon Wall, gets the down over here, so it's a 1-1 series. I believe this is a 1-1 series now. Now we're going into the finals. Yeah, Shadow. Let's try to keep PMA as much as we can. If you want to comment, keep it constructive. Don't say stupid stuff like "dumb fuck off, kid." Don't start any of that crap inside the chat, guys. Try to keep it as PMA as you can. If you have something to say, maybe jump into the map chat. This way, I can block it from the rest of the people, and you can kind of PM if you want a little bit in there. A little bit of competition is good, especially if you're participating and still in it. But if you're not in it, then you don't have much of a leg to stand on anyway. So here we go, Kodo again versus Lord of Failures, and both gentlemen and scholars being able to say, you know what, you desync, there's a little bit of a bug issue, I'll allow it, well, let's redo it. So they're actually redoing it. That was supposed to be Kodo 2-0, but Lord of Failure has come back, so now it's a 1-1 series. Pressure on both of them now to get this win. This is to go into the finals. Nice Photon Wall coming in with a big Photon Leap, trying to just close the gap and keep pressure onto ASD. Nice glint to lead. He's able to get that with big pressure from the sword 3. Gets the overcharge, the overcharge shot to give him create a little bit of distance. Try to poke him from far. Kodo closes the gap really quickly. Forces the Elixir S. This could be huge over here. ASD needs to get ready for his combos. He goes right into hollow mode with the Corona Burst and the Photon Leap. Trying to keep that pressure. He's got all that static discharge. Kodo's getting really low. Oof, really good damage coming out from him. He was ill-timed. Ill-timed on the peel. That's 15 gold for you for coming into the semifinals. I really do appreciate you entering, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we're going into the finals over here, guys. It's Lord of Nonsense versus Shiro. Oh, I actually got to readjust that. I thought it was Kodo that moved forward. So Lord of Nonsense versus Shiro. This is going to be a really good match. The Hollowsmith does have the range to deal with the Hollowsmith kind of kiting away and being very, 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 having that kite ability. So he's got that long range weapon. He's also got the static discharge, so he can get that fire shot off really quickly, or that his tool belt skill off, I believe. What's it called over here? Oh, right there, yeah. Particle Accelerator. Yep, that's the one. It's got an instant cast, and it also shoots out a bullet. Plus, at the well it procs, I believe he's running with static discharge. Yeah, there it is, static discharge. Discharge a bolt of lightning whenever you use a tool belt skill. So if he's able to catch him really quick, keep the pressure on him, forcing him to just pop in and out as much as he can, and then just kind of wait for him to use a lot of his initiative, and then just pounce on him when he has that opportunity. He is very squishy. He's got to be careful. He's got the photon wall up, able to mitigate a lot of that melee damage coming out of Zoro. He mixes it up really well with that sword, or that dagger, I believe. Let's take a quick look at that. What was it, a dagger? No, the sword. The sword and the pistol also can do a lot of melee damage. Getting good positioning over there. Big knockdown, forcing the Elixir S. That was huge damage coming out of Zoro. Nice positioning, seeing that little window of opportunity. Oof, Lord have mercy on my soul. And one of the better Deadeyes that I know of. He plays this class quite frequently, and it's a pleasure to watch him. This is a best of 3 series, guys, so that's game 1 that goes to Shiro. We're also going to be doing a 40 gold giveaway at the end of the tournament, just for thanking you guys for dealing with these ISP issues that I've been going through with lately. Friday I'm changing provider, so hopefully there's none of that, and I can stream on a consecutive basis without getting cut out. So big ups to you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here we go into game 2. This is almost at the finals here, guys. If Shiro wins this, he does take the full pot prize. Take a quick look at his build here. Sword, rifle with sword pistol, scholar with marauder amulet. He's running trickery, shadow arts, and deadeye. Let's take a quick look at Lord of Failure. Yep, tools, alchemy, and hollowsmith. Running rifle with leadership and demolisher, agility and energy. Agility is actually going to be taken out of PvP in the next. I think it's the next patch. They're going to be taking it and removing it. And then that's why I haven't used it on my warrior anymore. Really good. Trying to get the counter pressure onto Zoro, really good damage. Tries to get the overcharge as well, but he's just out of range. They've also patched that where the range on the shockwave is no longer 600, it's 300. Nice shockwave. I mean, prime light beam. That was super critical to keep the pressure up. Now he's just got to find him. He's just waiting for him. He does have that. Oh, there goes the particle accelerator. He's already wasted it a bit. That was huge pressure. Tries to get the net shot. He just doubles you out. It doubles you his way out of that one. He's got to keep the pressure on him. He does have the Photon Blitz available to him. He's trying to get it off. He goes into stealth and he detargets. Huge, huge, huge over there. So, nice change of positioning. Good job by Zoro on that one. Goes into stealth and just completely reverses it. Lord of Failure trying to kite on him really hard. Trying to keep the pressure. Ends up unknowingly following into the trap of Zoro and losing the positioning. And Zoro able to get that big burst. Really good combo coming out of there, and just good terrain usage. Gets the overcharge shot, but unfortunately he's just fallen over into LOS. So big, huge jump shot. That was massive damage. He's got to keep the pressure now. He's got to find him and stay on top of him. He doesn't have any of his tool belt, so there's no static discharge available to him. He does have another overcharge. Ooh, he ends up Zoro over here looking for his opportunity to open up on him. This is dangerous. He's got the hallway. Big prime light beam, eating it right to the face. 30 seconds after the map mechanic. Big overcharge. or blunderbuss. Yeah, it was the overcharge, and he gets to cleave. Lord of Failure takes this in game one. We've got a 1-1 series, guys. 1-1 series in our finals. It's a best of 3 series, so this is where it's all about. 20 gold to the second place, 30 gold to first place. Ooh, Lord. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if Lord of Failure, man. I don't think he made any major changes to his build, so everything looks the same. It's all about terrain usage, how you bait your opponent, knowing when they're out of cooldowns, and then bursting at that moment. This is definitely a high tier play. It's enjoyable to watch. I always put all these videos, guys, when I do a tournament. I'll record all these and then put them into highlights videos. So if you want to share them with your friend or watch yourself from third perspective. Nice burst coming out of Zoro. Really forcing that Elixir Rush really quickly. Lord of Failure had literally no choice. This starts him off on a really good foot. He finally is able to drop his healing turret. And he was a little nervous about wasting that precious seconds. Good burst coming out from Zoro over here. He tries to get the Prime Light Beam. Zoro is not messing around now, but that was a great overcharge shot. He gets him in the net shot. He's just auto-attacking. Zoro is able to evade, double evade, but he actually ends up getting the down. Really good match. Very impressive performance. Really good back and forth. Ooh, baby. I couldn't have asked for anything better. That's Zoro Dragonfall getting 20 gold. And that's Lord of Failure getting 30 gold. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in and participating. I really do appreciate it. These are our first and second place. Lord of Failure in first, Zoro Dragonfall in second. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of a giveaway really quick, guys. Let me turn on the Nightbot here. Nightbot. Turn on the webcam back on. I'm going to be ending the stream pretty soon. We're probably going to get DC'd anyway. So I'm just going to wait until you guys do the giveaway really quick. Giveaway, we're going to do 40 gold. This is going to be a keyword. The keyword's going to be 1v1, guys. Our subscribers, this is for followers and subscribers only, guys. This giveaway is for followers and subscribers only. If you want your chance to win 40 gold, type what I typed in the Twitch chat, 1v1. So if you're interested in seeing that, type a 1v1 in the Twitch chat. This way you'll enter into the giveaway for the 40 gold. Obviously, for followers and subscribers are only allowed to participate in this, guys. So I'm going to leave it open for the next 2 minutes. So if you want to participate in that, you're more than welcome. As well, we have a Discord, like I've already said. I would really appreciate it if you joined it. You'll be able to keep track of all the activities that I do tomorrow or actually doing. Hey, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. Dr. Xe, thank you for the follow, man. Tomorrow is going to be a Fashion Wars, so I'm really excited for that one. Perfect. So, guys, I'm closing up the giveaway very, very soon in a minute and a half. Type 1v1 in the Twitch chat if you're interested in getting 40 gold. So, the person who wins the giveaway, just type 1v1 in the Twitch chat, and you'll get 40 gold if you're chosen in the giveaway machine. And this is just a way for me to get back to you. I've been having ISP issues for the past month and a half. I've been battling these guys. I'm changing provider Friday. Hopefully this fixes the issue, but I'm not entirely sure. We are going to find out. Alright, last chance. 30 seconds left in the giveaway, guys. Type in 1v1 into the Twitch chat. If you want to enter into this, it's 40 gold. We're going to be giving it away 1v1 in the Twitch chat if you're interested. All the best, guys. Hey, Amatrini. It was a really good 1v1. I had a lot of fun. Everybody showed up on time. Everybody did exactly what they were supposed to. The community was really nice. It was a good turnout of the crowd. I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do these every day. And I don't expect you to come to all of them. That's right. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, thanks, Luna Daru. You did a really good job, too. We're going to be bringing these to the EU side as well. There's a gentleman, Krupek. Alright, guys. That Krupek that's doing it on the EU side, I'm going to be going over there and helping him a bit with that. We're going to be doing the giveaway. So 1v1 in the Twitch chat if you want to enter in the giveaway, guys. 1v1 in the Twitch chat. I might do crap toss. I have to do a couple things. I have to run around, solicit a little more, post the videos. So I'm rolling the giveaway, guys. Here we go. Soro, winner of 40 gold, my friend. Thanks so much for coming, guys. I'm going to transfer you over to... I'll give you over to Shorts Gaming. He's really good. I highly suggest that you watch him, guys. He's very knowledgeable. He knows what he's talking about. And he's just coming back from a little bit of a hiatus. So he's really on the gaming prowl now. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm sending you over to Shorts. Have a great night.